there, this is Jamey from Stegmaier Games, and I am here today to play a round of Rolling Realms. Today we're going to be using the Terra Mystica, Pendulum, and Red Rising realms. And let's start with Terra Mystica so I can show you how to play this. Hopefully the video is working. Looks like it's starting a little odd here, but hopefully I'm live. We'll find out. Yeah, here we go. There it is. So, for Terra Mystica, you are doing a couple of things. One of the things that you want to do early in the game, if possible, is to use a number to complete one of these buildings. So all you do is use a 2 to complete this building, use a 6 to complete this building, and then at the beginning of each of these rounds, the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, or 2nd, 4th, 6th, or 8th rounds, you get a resource, either a pumpkin or a heart. One of the other things you can do in this realm is use a number to cross off a hex or a bridge that's adjacent to either one of these starting buildings or a hex or a bridge that you've already crossed off. And you can go, so I could cross off this 5 and then I could jump over here to cross off this 3. And the point of doing this is to A, try to connect these two buildings, if you can do that, or B, cross off as many of these 5 deserts, or 3 deserts with the number 5 on them, to gain 1, 2, or 4 points if you cross off all 3 of them. That's the main thing. That's the best way to get stars from Terra Mystica. In Pendulum, you're going to use numbers to either cross off numbers on these hourglasses or circle these octagons. And when you complete an hourglass, you gain all the things in all of the octagons that you've circled, and they remain circled, so that you can later on complete another hourglass and get those same benefits that are in the circles. Yeah, that's Pendulum. And then in the Society, the Red Rising inspired realm, you're writing numbers so that the numbers that are above numbers are higher than the ones that they are above. So if I write down a 3 here, the numbers directly above it need to be 4, 5, 6. And then if I write down, say, a 4 here, the number above it needs to be a 5 or a 6. When you complete a row, you get some resources, and when you complete a triangle of 3 little cards here, you get a star. If you complete all 9 of these cards here, these little boxes, you'll get a bonus star. All right, let's jump in. I'm going to see who was trying to call me there. Probably spam. It's usually spam. And let's jump in and play. All right, first roll. Hey, Tom. Tom says, why did we call it the Society and not Red Rising? Let me roll this first, then I'll answer that. So our first roll will be 1 and a 4. Tom, basically, it took so long to explain all the details to the Red Rising lawyers to get the game's rights in the first place that I didn't want to confuse them anymore. And I thought that it might take a really long time for them to get back to me and just say, hey, yeah, of course it's okay for you to use the Red Rising name on this realm. And so we decided to keep it simple and have a nod to Red Rising without... I don't want to say the legal hassle, because it wouldn't have been a hassle. I think they would have said yes. I think it just would have taken them a long time to figure out that we weren't making a new Red Rising game. We were just kind of paying homage to it in this game. I'm sorry, this number is calling me repeatedly. Getting a lot of spam today. A lot of spam. Okay. 1 and a 4. What do we want to do with 1 and a 4? Could be decent for Terra Mystica. Oh, I wish we had gotten... I always wish for an early 2 or a 6 in Terra Mystica if possible. That didn't happen. In the Society, 1s are good in the bottom row, but it's quicker to complete these top rows in the Society. Let's go with a 4. We'll go with a 4 over here in the Society, and I'll cross off a 1 over here in Pendulum. All right, roll number 2. A 5 and a 2. Okay, 5 and a 2. So that would let me do the 2 over here in Terra Mystica. Let's do that. Let's do that 2. This is the begin. We are now already in turn 2, so I can't get this benefit. So I'll cross that off. Oh, but that's tough because in Terra Mystica you also want to cross off 5s, and there is a 5 right there that I'd love to cross off. And I have another turn to get that too. Maybe I'll do that. So I could cross off this 5 here. I'll try to get that, hopefully, maybe get a little lucky. This is probably a terrible move to get that 2 next turn. And now I need to use the 2 in the Society or Pendulum. You know, I'm going to use it right here in Pendulum. In the last game I played with Pendulum, I went with circling octagons first instead of getting these hourglasses ready to get a lot of benefits. And then I backed myself into a corner and didn't get anything out of it. So I don't want to do that again. Ooh, a pair. A pair of 1s. Have I earned no resources yet? Yeah, this is going to be a tough round without earning any resources. So I did not get really anything that's all that beneficial here. But I will put a 1 down here in the Society and cross off a 1 over here in Terra Mystica. All right, so far, not great. This is going to be a tough combination, but we'll see how it works out. Roll 4, turn 4. A 3 and a 1. A 3 and a 1. So I can put a 3 over here in the society. I definitely don't want to finish off an hourglass and pendulum because I wouldn't get any benefits for it. I'll put a 3 over there, and I'll put... I definitely need to get some resources at some point, so let's circle that octagon. All right, turn 5. I know I'm going fast here, but it's if you haven't earned any resources, it's really tough to do all that much. I'm already in turn 5, so I'm missing out on that benefit, that benefit, that benefit, and that benefit. Here's a 2 and a 1, so I could get a couple pumpkins out of this. A 2 and a 1. If I put the 2 over here in Terra Mystica, and the 1 could go over to the society. Yeah, let's finally get this building. If you do complete both buildings in Terra Mystica, you get a star. So that's one of the ways to get a star. So at least I'll get 2 pumpkins over the rest of the game for that. And now the 1, probably should use it in Pendulum. Yeah, I just need to get some resources. I haven't had a single turn yet where I've used all 3 realms. I haven't even gotten a single resource yet. We're on turn 5. We're about to go into turn 6. Yeah, I hope you're doing better than I am. Tom asked me to stop rolling 1s. I will try my best to do that. Yeah, I have rolled a lot of 1s. All right, turn 6. Let's not get a 1 here. Double 6s. Oh, that's interesting. So, double 6s. So at the beginning of turn 6, we get a pumpkin, so that's good. I will use the 6 to complete this building, which also gives me a star. And that means in the next 2 turns, I'll get a heart at the beginning of each round. Could work out well in Pendulum here, too. So, I wish I had 2 hearts, because if you have 2 hearts, you can copy a number. And I really need more numbers right now. So, because I could complete this hourglass and pendulum right now and get some resources. I think that's what I probably need to do at this point. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's use that 6 to get a pumpkin, a heart, and 2 coins. I don't have 2 hearts, unfortunately, so I can't copy one of the 6s. But I could use one of these coins to put in a 1 right here in the society. Just playing catch up at this point. This is going to be a low scoring round for everyone, I think. But we're in this together. We're all using the same numbers, the same realms. That's the fun of rolling realms. We're all on the same level ground here. Turn 7. Pair of 6s again. Oddly enough, I'm pretty sure they rolled. You guys can watch that back in slow motion to see if they actually rolled it all. That's very odd. Okay, pair of 6s again. At the beginning of this turn, we get a heart. So I can now copy those 6s. However, there's really no other great way to use 6s in Terra Mystica. This 6 is off to the side and doesn't really do all that much. 6 I can always use in Pendulum to maybe circle a star here. And I can put a 6 over here in the society up top. That actually gets me a star, gets me that star right there. Actually, I had this star too in Red Rising. Okay, what else can I do here? I could copy a 6, but again, I can't really do much with it in Terra Mystica. Yeah, I wish I could do something in Terra Mystica, but there really isn't anything to do with a 6. So I think we're on to turn 8. Tom, what are you hoping here for in the final couple rolls? It's going to blow my mind if that was another pair of 6s. That is a 6 and a 2. At the beginning of this turn, you get your income for Terra Mystica. I'll get a pumpkin for that. Look how low. There's so few resources. We've gone through 8 turns. All these resources. Tom says, if I gain a die using hearts, can I use it in a realm I already used this turn? No, the universal rule, Tom, is that you cannot activate the same realm twice on the same turn. The only exception to that is if you spend 3 pumpkins to do that. And 3 pumpkins doesn't actually create a new number. It just lets you manipulate a number so that you can use it in a realm that you've already used. 6 and a 2. 2 gets me a little closer to this 5 over here, which I could do. That could be fine. Also completes this row. Let's do that. We'll use the 2 over here. I think, maybe. I'm tempted to turn it into a 3 over here. Let me think about that. So the 6 I think I can definitely put over here. That completes a row. That is a heart and a coin. And now I could use that 2 and 2 pumpkins to turn it into a 3. Actually, let's do this. Let's use a single coin to circle that star. Then, as I was just talking to Tom about, I'm going to use actually 3 pumpkins to manipulate this 2 into a 3 to cross off this hourglass to complete it. That gets me 2 stars, a pumpkin, a heart, and 2 coins. And I haven't done anything in Terra Mystica yet. I could actually now... Yeah, let's just get closer to that 5. Let's use 2 coins to cross off that 2 over here, that bridge in Terra Mystica. Get me closer to another star, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do here. All right, final roll. I don't even know what I'm hoping for at this point. A 1 and a 5. 5 is good. Actually, yeah, that might work out. At the beginning of this round, or this turn, we get a heart. 1 and a 5. So many 5s this round. So many 5s. And... so ideally, I mean, I could put a 1 right here and get that star. Here's another star from the Society. I think it might not be possible to do anything else in Pendulum, so I might ignore that unless I can somehow double up. But I would need 2 pumpkins to do that. I could only get 2 pumpkins. Yeah, that's not going to be 2 more pumpkins to do that. So 1 and a 5. I'll use... did I do anything there? So I'm thinking I'll use the 1 here. There we go. And I'll use the 5 over here in Terra Mystica. And that might be it. I don't know if it's really to my benefit to do more than that. I could copy a die and use it over here in Terra Mystica. But really I would need 3 pumpkins to use the Society again, and it wouldn't get me another star. So I think I just need to stop there. So in Terra Mystica, I will get 2 more stars. Ooh, this is such a low-scoring round. I hope you did better than I did. But this was a tough round. This was definitely very difficult. And I am ending up here with a measly 9.7. 9.7. Not to bemoan that. I shouldn't say measly. The point of this game is to have fun, not to get a great score. Tom got 6.4. He said, this was a tough one. He says, I use Wingspan because I don't have Terra Mystica. Oh, I see. Thanks for a little fun break to my evening of work. Oh, yeah, glad to provide a fun break for you, Tom. Thanks for playing along. And I'll throw this up on YouTube so you can play along and try to beat these scores. And actually, you feel free to do as Tom did. If you don't have Terra Mystica yet, the promo realm from our web store, use another realm. That's totally fine. All right, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow for round 2. Tomorrow, we're going to use, what are we using tomorrow? I think it's a we're using Rolling Realms, Viticulture, and Scythe tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. Sometime tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.